She asked the bloody question, not me.
The first person is Joseph Morgan, who plays Klaus Michelson, Matthew Davis, who plays Alaric Saltzman, Danielle Rose Russell, who plays Hope Michelson, Summer Fontana, she plays the younger version of Hope Michelson.
But apart from that, no, I love that he died.
Sunday came around, and it was kind of the same thing as Saturday, like as far as the morning goes. There was like, okay, do y'all see this hair? Like, what's going on with it? But the theater opened for gold only at 10:30, yeah. And there was another gold panel, but this time the gold panel was Joseph Morgan, Danielle Rose Russell, and Summer Fontana. And they just kind of, answered questions for 30 minutes. I got a few videos of that, so I'll let y'all see that.
Would have been different if Klaus had a son.
Woo! Well, all right then. If Klaus had a son instead of a daughter.
Excuse me?
I guess we'll just leave now.
Not happy about that question. She asked the bloody question, not me. Thank you.
But when I was 4 and I didn't know anything about you, I would say my mentor...
I was still playing the character, by the way.
And then right after that, there was the welcome ceremony, and, they just kind of like welcomed. They were just kind of like, welcome, sorry there was fuzz. And they were like, welcome, kind of goodbye, kind of thing, Also, just want to add this in there, that the whole weekend, okay, so my friend Jerica had front and center, like, front row, like, right there. She told me to come move up there, and I was like, I don't want to get in trouble, because, like, I'm one of those people that I hate getting in trouble. So I was like, no. And she was like, yeah, they won't care. And I was like, yeah, but that's, like, do you know how awkward it would be to be sitting there, and then somebody would be like, that's my seat, with, like, the actor, like, right in front of you? And then you have to get up and move in front of all those people. Like, that's just really embarrassing. So I was like, okay, it's Sunday. Nobody to come and see. Like, even for Saturday, I would think that they would come, because Friday, like, there wasn't, like, really that many guests there. So, like, I could understand them missing Friday. I was like, Saturday, though, but, like, it's Ian and Paul, so you would think they would come. I don't know. So Sunday, I was like, okay, they haven't cleaned the seat. It's the gold panel. So I was like, I'll sit there if nobody's got it. After the gold panel, I moved up there. And I sat there, I should have done it Friday, which I really regret, but I didn't know, so it's okay. So I moved up to the front, which is also like front and center, and then they did Riley's panel again, because she was there all 3 days, so she had a panel like each day, So they did her little Q&A, which I'll piece in there.
The weirdest thing a fan has asked you to sign?
The weirdest thing a fan has asked me to sign? I'm sure the guys have much better answers to that question, but I have had a lot in Europe. They have me sign special paper so that they can get it tattooed. And I tell them no every time, because it's my signature, and I don't really like my signature that much, and I feel like I don't know if they'll continue to like me, in 10 years from now. But that's always the weirdest one, is the like tattoo paper. And then I feel, or sometimes it'll be like to write something, not even my signature, just to write something that they'll get tattooed, which is cool because then it's something they want. But I get so nervous doing it, I start shaking, and I'll do like 50 versions. I'm like, no, not that one. No, not that one. Okay. And they're like, no, it's fine, it's great. I'm like, no, it's crap. Okay. And I do it like 50 times, and then I like shake and give it to them, and I'm like, it's not good. And they're like, so that always freaks me out a little bit because it's permanent. But that's it.
And then after her panel, I had my Joseph photo op. So I was like actually like one of the first in line, I want to say, for his photo op, because I don't know, I guess they didn't like call. I don't know if they didn't call numbers, or like if I was already over there or something. I don't even know, but I was like there super early, and I got in line. I go up there, and he's like, hey, and I'm like, hey, and he's like, how are you? I'm like, I'm good, how are you? I walk away, and I'm like, thank you, and he's like, you're welcome, and he has like that accent, so like it just makes everything like 10 times better. So after his photo op, there's a Q&A with Summer Fontana, I went, but I didn't record it just because, like, I don't know, just didn't. But, you know, I don't know how old she is. She's like 10, maybe 9, 10. I don't know, but for her age, she's very mature, so I give that to her. And then at 1:40, I had another photo op with Riley, because I just decided to get another one, but just because, you know, why not? She's nice. So I got her photo op, and I get to the line, and I walk up, and she was like, hey, or whatever, and I was like, hey, and she told me that she liked, because I had a different, like, bodysuit on today, or not today, but that day, and she was like, ooh, I love this, and she was like, I love one pieces, and then it was funny, she was like, didn't you have one on yesterday? And I was like, yeah. So I thought it was just kind of cool that, you know, she remembered. And I was like, yeah, I did, and she was like, that one's really pretty too, and I was like, thank you. And then I walked away, and I was like, it was so nice meeting you, and she was like, so nice meeting you, and I was like, you know, the typical conversation. But then after that, there was autographs at 2, because, like, between that, there was, like, meet and greets, and there was another photo op, but I didn't get. It was Matt Davis's photo op, but I didn't get it. But not that I don't like him or anything, I just didn't. I don't know. Anywho, it was 2 p.m. on Sunday, and there was autographs with Summer, Riley, Chase, Micah. I already got Micah's. I already had Chase's. I didn't get Summer's, but I had Riley. I got another one of Riley's, and I went up to her, and the person in front of me was talking about the Saturday night concert, and because it says on the website that she was supposed to go, but she was saying, like, how she was only contracted to go to one, so she went to the karaoke party instead of the concert. So yeah, but she asked the guy if it was fun, and he was like, you know, I don't know, and I was like, yeah, it was fun, and she was like, was it? And I was like, yeah, my feet hurt though, because I had on these heels the whole weekend. My feet were dead. And she was like, oh yeah, like something about like shoes, I don't remember, but anyways, so then it was my turn. I asked her, because there's like 2 more conventions, one in Chicago and one in New Jersey, and I asked her if she was going to go to the Chicago one, and she was like, yeah, are you going to go? And I was like, I want to. I mean, I can't go because I think my brother's getting married on one of those days, but anyways, it's over summer, so I thought it would have been fun to go. And she was like, oh, I want to see, she was like, oh, I hope you can go or something. And then she was like, you're so pretty and you have such good energy, and I just really like being around you, so like I would really like to see you there. And I was like, oh, so nice. You know, the person like doing the autographs was like, okay, like, let's go. So I was like, okay, well, bye, it was nice meeting you. And she was like, bye, girl. Also, I'm sorry that I keep looking away from the camera, but like I have to think, and staring at the camera just like would be awkward to me, so I just like look away to think about it. Another disclaimer there. After that, there was a Q&A with Danielle Rose Russell and Matthew Davis, and I only got 1 clip of them. I thought I recorded more, but I mean, I guess not, so I guess you only get 1 clip.
No, I haven't.
Alrighty.
Anyway,
Awesome.
next question.
This is a window into our dynamic.
Matt, how did it feel having Joe back for an episode?
It was great. I mean, it's always heartbreaking when they bring her back, because I know they're gonna take her right away. So I'm like, I know I'm gonna have to go through it. And but Jodie is such a wonderful human being, and we have such a deep history of these characters. It was a joy. One of my favorite episodes that we've shot.
After their panel was Joseph Morgan, which he's the last one for the weekend. He's super funny. It's kind of funny because like he's nothing. I mean, like, a lot of characters aren't, but he's nothing like his character. Like, Klaus is, okay, this hair is just, okay, but Klaus is, you know, evil, mean, bad, and he's just so, I don't know, he's precious. I got a lot of videos, well, not a lot, well, actually I did get a lot, but I only included a few in, the clip that I'm going to show you. So, have fun watching that.
With the bare your heart, admit your most embarrassing moments. Yeah. No, I'm just totally cool all of the time. No, not really. I don't know, I talk to myself. That's not a guilty pleasure, I'm just admitting things. I like singing in the car, yeah, or rapping in the car. I like rapping in the car. I like staying up really late. I like chocolate. Which was your favourite one? Stefan. All right then, I'll say Damon, just to be argumentative.
So after their panel, there was autographs. There was the autograph of Danielle Rose Russell, but I didn't get hers. And then there was autographs with Joseph and Matt, and those both were included in my pass. I went to Joseph's first, and they call by row, and it just takes forever. Like, I was literally waiting for his like, the autographs were supposed to start at 5:25, and I think I got mine at, like, I'm not even kidding, like 6:30. Like, it was just insane. But I went up to him, and some of them personalize them and some of them don't. I was actually kind of surprised to find out he was personalizing them. I went up to him and I was like, hey, how are you? And he was like, I'm good, how are you? And I was like, I'm exhausted, but I'm good. And he looked at my name and he was like, you know, I'm pretty tired too. And I was like, yeah. And then he was like, but I want to go out and do something tonight. Like, I don't want to just, you know, sit around. And I was like, yeah, I understand that. And then I was just like, bye. It was like, nice meeting you. And he was like, you too. After that, I went to go get in line for Matt Davis. And he was like, I went up there, and I don't really remember what the conversation was, but I just remember we got on the topic of school, and he asked what I was studying, and I told him, and he was like, oh, that's so cool. And that was that. So his autograph was the last person that I had met, or was meeting the whole convention. I would say overall, well, everyone's nice. Everyone was really nice. It's just kind of like one of those things where it's like, my opinion on people is like, the way you approach them or the way you treat them is like how they're gonna treat you. So like, if you're rude, then like they're gonna be rude back most of the time. You know what I mean? Maybe not all the time, but I don't know. That's just my opinion. Like, how you treat them is how they treat you. I just kind of wish it wasn't as rushed, like the meetings and stuff. But overall, it was fun. Sorry, I just had like a heartburn, indigestion, looking like I don't even know. But so yeah, after that I just went home and came to school the next day. So here I am. I just want to apologize. I feel like this video was so sporadic and I was just rambling, which I pretty much was, but there's just so many small details like I can't remember that I wish I could, like just kind of what went on like between the things or like after the events. But yeah, so hopefully if I get to go to another one, which I don't know because it's kind of like, you know, out of state, and this is the last year they're doing it, so I want to go, but if I can, I'll vlog it, you know, take you along with me. Our social medias are going to be linked down below. Also, if you have any questions, like if you're watching this and you're like planning on attending an event or just questions about it in general, like the people, just comment those below and I'll try to answer them. So yes, but thank you for watching and we will see you next time. Bye.